In everyday life, we are constantly bombarded with triggers that can elicit strong emotional responses. But what if you could learn to master these reactions and respond thoughtfully instead? Have you seen the hit British crime drama series Peaky Blinders? It follows the exploits of a gangster family operating in post-World War I Birmingham, England. The protagonist, Tomas Shelby, leads his family through violent turf wars while maintaining an unbreakable grip on his emotions, even when he has to take drastic actions to protect himself and those dearest to him. But being stoic doesn't mean Tomas lacks empathy. Quite the opposite, actually. His selflessness towards others is often demonstrated through quiet acts, such as handing out food to struggling workers affected by the Great Depression and supporting the striking coal miners during the 1926 general strike. However, therein lies the key distinction between reactivity and responsiveness. While Tommy does not reactively respond to external triggers or influences, he is very responsible to his inner calling and moral code, which ultimately guides him to act for the greater good without losing sight of the bigger picture. In this video, we will explore how you can learn from him to master non-reactivity and control your own emotions more effectively. The ability to control one's emotions is crucial for making good decisions and living a healthier life overall. Reactivity refers to an automatic response to triggers or stimuli without conscious thought or effort. People who are reactive tend to act impulsively and may not think things through before reacting to them. On the other hand, people who are non-reactive take their time to assess what they are feeling and why, so that they can respond to it rather than just react to it instinctually. By being more non-reactive, people can better manage stress and conflict in all areas of life, including personal relationships, work environment, finances, health concerns, etc. Being non-reactive does not mean suppressing emotion. Instead, it means understanding the impact those emotions have on us and learning to use them constructively. To achieve this objective, here are some strategies. Identify triggers. Start with recognizing what causes you to become emotionally charged up so you can understand yourself better. Examine those moments when you feel upset or irritated and try figuring out why they bother you. Then, consider whether those feelings stem from external factors beyond your control or if you generate them internally due to your interpretation or projection of someone else's behavior, attitude, or actions. In many cases, our perceptions fuel more intense emotional responses than reality warrants. So begin by analyzing the differences between primary triggers based on real events versus secondary ones created mostly through imagination. Recognize that people or circumstances don't make us unhappy. We create displeasure based on our thoughts regarding those experiences. Once you comprehend the difference, you'll be closer to managing your reaction rather than being governed by it. Cultivate equanimity. Equanimity describes the state of calmness amidst activity where one remains centered regardless of exterior stimuli which might otherwise cause disturbance. To attain such balance, you needn't renounce worldly desires nor adopt ascetic tendencies. Simply cultivate internal stability by training your consciousness not to get identified with outcomes or desires despite retaining healthy interest. Reactions occur partially due to identification when there exists an ego connection with anticipated results, causing agitations leading either to elation or depression based upon success or failure yardsticks. Therefore, learning detachment teaches us how to ride life's waves without getting tossed around constantly, minimizes disappointments, thereby maximizing contentment quotient overall. Strengthen willpower. Willpower signifies the capacity or strength directed towards purposefully turning thoughts into action plans, eventually guiding behavior accordingly. If you want to develop rock-solid willpower, start small. Set manageable goals every day. Then slowly escalate size as comfort level expands without going overboard, taking care to ensure achievements still remain viable even under challenging scenarios. Consistency plays a crucial role. Given adequate rest to sleep, since well-being impacts resolve levels greatly. Inculcate persistence to continue pushing until completion without faltering along progress pathways. All difficulties surmountable with concerted efforts spanning longer durations than previously imagined. Practice mindfulness meditation. Focus on your breath flowing naturally without controlling it. This technique helps establish self-awareness by paying attention to physical sensations throughout your body as opposed to letting your brain wander aimlessly inside. Since the majority of unsettling emotions result from past regrets or future fears projected onto mental screens right now, grounding yourself in present awareness allows for increased clarity and insight into your true selves. By practicing this simple exercise daily, you cement the foundation for handling stress and chaos more effectively. Remember, the benefits may seem minimal at first because the effects show up only after consistent practice. Be patient yet persistent, since personal growth always requires dedication and discipline. The intent of this video was to encourage viewers to adopt similar mindsets or skills inspired by his self-composure, allowing you to cope more effectively with unexpected difficulties or trials as they arise either personally or professionally. Finally, remember to reflect frequently on current circumstances, objectively assessing potential courses of action, drawing inspiration from the steely nerve exhibited by Tomas Shelby as depicted on screen. Good luck embracing the new perspective and abilities ahead.